Hello, friends from the comic and manga world. My name is Hector,
And my name is G.
and we're here to talk to you about our picks for the August 5th FOC that's coming up. G and I work for Penguin Random House, and we review some titles on these videos that are from publishers that we can sell into the direct market around the world. Also, note we are on social media. We are on Facebook, Instagram, X, Twitter, and YouTube. And you can find us at PRH International Comics. We'll leave some links in the descriptions for you. So, without further ado, let's get started with our picks for this week. If I can get the slideshow going, there we go. And we start with D.
Yes, so first up is Luminous Beings. This is by David Arnold and illustrated by Jose.
I
I'm
would say it in
sorry.
Spanish, I would say Jose Pimienta. So, which is
Luminous
translated into English Joe Pepper.
Joe
Just so
Pepper.
you know.
Okay.
No, Jose Pimienta.
Yeah, I am extending my apologies here for the name pronunciation. But I will say this is about Ty and Berger, who have known each other since they were young. Before they could even walk, they were just always connected with each other, and they have a shared plan in the future, a three-step plan. They're already thinking ahead. And the first plan is to make this like awesome documentary about humanity's like recent brush with extinction, which is a very serious topic to tackle here. And their second plan is to apply together to film school. And then their third plan is to like achieve this status, this legendary status as the like next generation of like filmmakers as a duo. And so they had this plan set out, but things change, life happens. Ty in particular has a secret that will like change the foundation of their friendship and like force them to wonder if growing up actually means growing apart and letting people go, and letting people not only letting people go, but letting themselves go of their past identity to what they will become. And so they're like going through that crisis internally, but also they are going through humanity's crisis and trying to document the preservation of humanity because there's a apocalypse that is happening on Earth. But basically, it's like this world where the like undead squirrels roam, which is quite weird and insane. But that's just literally just the backdrop of what is happening. The core of the story is the friendship between those two. They do have other friends that they go on this adventure with as well, which you'll see on the cover. Really unique story, very much endorsed by Tilly Walden, who I'm a fan of as well, who did work on a Sunbeam. So if you're a fan of Tilly, then this would be definitely something that you should take a look at as well. So this will be coming out in hardcover and trade paperback in September.
Great. So we continue with one of my cover picks. This is Kanto, a place like home number 4. This is the cover C. This is a 1 in 10 by the amazing Christian Ward. And of course, as you look at this art, you recognize that it's Christian Ward, with all the lines and the colors, the bright colors, and almost kind of like a stained glass quality always to his art. Um, G and I are big fans of Kanto. We're also fans of Christian Ward. So this is a perfect combination here. And I love how Kanto, the adorable, adorable sort of, what is he, like a clockwork? It's supposed to be a
Like Tin Man in a
Tin
way.
Man.
Yeah.
Thank you. Uh, he is. I love that when they pose him in such heroic ways, like this one with a huge red cape floating in the back, on top of this stone with axe in hand and the moon in the background. And it goes so well with the story too. If you haven't read Kanto, you need to jump on it right now. What are you waiting for? Read it. And this is definitely one of my favorite. And I think you mentioned too, G, this is one of your favorite covers for this week.
Mhm.
So let's
Yeah, Hector
continue.
already picked it, so I couldn't pick it.
Yeah, sorry. First come, first serve.
Yeah. So my pick is Kid Venom, issue number 2. This is the Stan Sakai variant. Very beautiful cover. So this is set in 10th century Japan. I like how the creator here takes like Kintaro from Japanese folklore into this like manga style art. So like this is not only beautiful exterior art by Stan Sakai, but like it does have very beautiful interior art by Tagami. And so this is definitely perfect for fans who are like trying, like comic readers who are trying to get into manga in particular, because it does have that influence and style. But yes, very much love it. First issue is already out, so if you haven't checked that out, you should, and pick up
Yes,
the second issue.
yes. Cool. And we continue with Moon Knight Annual number 1. This is Ivan Shavrin variant. This is part of the Infinity Watch storyline. This is actually part 7 of that storyline. This is such a very cool piece of art, and it goes so well with Moon Knight and what's happening in the book and the storyline with, sort of Moon Knight's always this character where there's a lot happening inside his head, and you can see things kind of floating around in his head and peeking out, which is great. And other personalities and versions of Moon Knight also are showing up, and the Skull of Khonshu. There's so much to unpack on this cover. And if you don't know this artist, Ivan Sharvin is an amazing artist. I don't know where he is from, but I was researching, and he does live in Barcelona at the moment, so he's at least based out of Barcelona right now. But he does all this very cool, bright color art, and scrolling down his website and his Instagram, it's a joy. Really, it's a lot of beautiful art and interpretations of different characters. So I highly recommend you check them out. So let's continue.
Next up, I did mention this at some point when this was first announced, so really excited that we're finally gonna get, well, this is the cover A. I should say the title, it's Myth, the Valorous Farmer. So this is basically a partnership between Critical Role and Third Person. So it's a comic book based on this like space western podcast, also called The Mist. You don't need to have listened to the podcast to be able to get into this. So this is both for long-term fans as well as new readers trying to get into this. So it's about this postal ship that crash lands on this like mysterious new landmass, and there's two siblings, Rowan and Ogden, who has to learn how to live on this new land considering their circumstance. And so they have to try to make this new life for themselves, and there's something just really eerie about the nature of the mist, the place that they've landed
Mhm.
into. And this life has proven to be more challenging than they expected. And so this is the journey that you're embarking on when you're picking up this comic. Really beautiful cover here. I just love the I know you think about like a space western as this futuristic
Yeah,
thing, but then you see the real rear view mirror just like smashed on the
yeah,
ground. I just love the dichotomy of that, and it's just a beautiful image itself. So had to choose this as my FOC pick.
yeah. It's like very rough, like the gloves with they're all messed up, and there's glass and all. I mean, I like it. I really like it. And we continue with Ultimates number 4. This is Francesco Mobili 1 in 25 variant, and continuing the stories of the Ultimate Universe and what's there's a lot going on and happening there. Uh, Probably one, if not the biggest storyline of the year. All the Ultimate. And then what's happening in the Ultimate Universe, and in this book, we continue to see what the Maker and the connection to Doom and what's happening there. I don't want to spoil anything if you haven't read it, but very cool. I love the art of this, but also I love how appropriate it is for recent announcements and reveals that happened at San Diego Comic-Con. Again, I hate to do spoilers, even if though everybody should know by now, but they did announce who's going to play Doom. I'm not going to say who, but this is very reminiscent. If you watch that moment, I wasn't at the con, but I saw it online when the actor takes off the Doom mask, and you can see who it is. And in this case, we have a cover of Doom taking off the mask of the Maker, basically. So very, very cool cover. Francisco Mobili, Italian artist who has worked on so many books, a lot of Marvel, but also some of the independents. But he's worked like an Old Man Hawkeye and Carnage, Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, Daredevil, tons of books. And his art is always like what you see here, very clean, very crisp, very very realistic. So very cool. Looking forward to the book and this cover for sure. And then that is it for our picks. But we always kind of end of our videos with a little bit of news. I have two pieces of news this week, both from the manga and anime world. First of all, the Crunchyroll will be releasing the Concierge anime movie, which is based on the Concierge of Hoshifuru department store manga, which we have available, and which is in 2 volumes, and they are doing one of those 1 day only event in theaters. In North America, it's going to be on September 11th. If you see some other international dates there: September 23rd, Italy; September 24th, Germany; September 26th, Australia; September 27th, Spain. But they promise more dates and more locations, so be on the lookout for your local theaters and go online, and they might be announcing some more places where this would happen. This is a story I talked about this book recently. It's about the life in of this concierge who works at the hotel with a lot of crazy creatures, as you can see on the cover. And so we have the cover on one side and we have the poster on the other. And then the next announcement, if I can get there, it's for Hoshifuru Oukoku no Nina, or Nina the Starry Bride. And they have revealed additional cast, staff, theme songs, and there's a first promo that I put there for you to see, but you can find online. And you can see on the left the cover for the first volume of the manga, and then you see the poster for the series on the right, bottom right. And this is a story. I think we talked about this also. Maybe you did on one of the videos. I don't remember, G. But I know we talked about this before, where this girl who lives on the streets is picked up all of a sudden, and because she has the same eyes as this dead princess priest, and so this prince wants her to play that sort of that character. So it's a little bit of a Prince and the Pauper, but also for fans of other books like Apothecary Diaries, Ancient Magnus Bride, things like that. Um, and there's a lot of the I didn't put the sound on here for the trailer, but when you look at it online, it does feature parts of both the opening and the ending song that was just announced. So another cool news. Oh, and this is going to be available for streaming in October. I should have mentioned that. And the volumes 1 through 5 are available. 5 was just published in English. I mean, was just published in June, and we'll have volume 6 in September and volume 7 in October. So you're gonna be able to follow on the reading as you're watching it too. So very cool. And that is it for this week. Thank you for so much for joining us. We hope you enjoyed it. Like I mentioned before, we're on social media, so we hope you can follow us and you can comment. Let us know what kind of things you want to see on these videos and on our posts. You can find us at PRH International Comics in YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and X Twitter. So that's it. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.
Bye, everyone.